much, but still. Still broke. No, it's fine. It's back. Don't worry. Hey, thank you, Ipixium, by the way. 63 months. Wow, 63 months. Yeesh. Too much, really. As always, which I think I say every time I see a sub, but still. Oh, yeah, I know. The internet's bad. I'm aware that that I have bad internet. It is merely just life for me here in Wisconsin. We just got the internet. Doesn't work super good yet. Cows keep chewing on the wires. Oh, we're back. I think we're back. We might be. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't want to say anything just yet, considering how inconsistent it's been up until this point. But it feels like it may be the case that we can say that. Ah, come on, we are so back, and it'll be true. Come on, getting there at least, sort of. I'm gonna say I'm getting there. All right. And almost there. Some of us never left. Shame. Spending all this time watching me. And I say that as myself. Kingpin. Ah! Come on. I'm getting hit for so much damage. This is just embarrassing. I should be able to do this without taking any damage at all, but here we are. Come on, baby. Almost there. That's a lot of months. It's 5 years worth of months. Plus 3 months. Come on now. Almost there. You have no health left, Kingpin. Please. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, oh-wee. And then right back into... Oh, let me just do this, whatever. Beaned Bolio is definitely one that I think works pretty well. Considering it is more or less an instant kill type of thing, right? Makes it a lot easier, certainly. Yep, there you go. I thought I remembered that correctly. I didn't. It's been a while. Okay. There we go. There you are. And there's an extremely minimal amount of extra things yet again. Maybe I can afford even but a single item this time. Probably not at this rate. Certainly not going great. Man, yeah. Well, you know what I can do? Go and get you this, I guess. I think, yeah, the way that it works out is that I can afford a single item at this point, and that's going to basically be what kind of brings me through the rest of the game, right? That entire thing. It's frustrating how that works, but it is how it works, as you all know. As you're all only too well aware, I assume. There we go. And then, yeah, Aqua Gal's kind of the one I want to go for, because that one's really annoying to fight, that character. A big blue head creature. And there we go. Alright, come on, give me something good. It could have been better. Oh, come on. Ah. Good. Well, it's not really good. It's actually quite bad. But I'm not dying, at least yet. I hate this boss. But, oh, come on. Oh, come on again. There you go. Well, all right. Then only one more that I even can do stuff with until I need to go buy another thing. And it's like, that's still... yeah, Was it that you can't actually get any other items until... I think it might actually be the case, where it's just like, no items until you do the thing. No, until you get into like the next area even. Which is a shame. I was sort of hoping to be able to get something here, but I don't think it's going to happen. Well, let's give it a try, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, especially with the spawning of new enemies. It's not a guaranteed sort of win. Yeah, especially like that. Nope, I think I am going to die. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Alright, it's something at least. It's not much. And I'm dead. Well, there you go. What are the keys that turn into little dudes? I mean, they're just keys. Specifically, they go to colored locks. Specifically, the ones right over here. So it's just like there are exactly enough bosses to go into every one of those locks. But, you know. There. I could, I suppose, just use them after each one of the bosses. Maybe make that a little bit easier. But that's also like, how much time do I really need to spend doing that, right? Alright. Yeah, good. Threaded that needle quite well, I would say. Takes 4 hits for every one of these. Ah, come on. Yeah, no, that's not really a good start now, is it? Oh, man. Now, I mean, I can get a minor amount of healing, but really not much. You know? Right. And what do you got here? Not much, but like, something, I guess. We just got to look out for the ones that are kind of wandering around randomly. Like that. Yeah, nah, this one's not going anywhere, certainly. Not if I lose that much health immediately. Okay, you know what? That's enough Gauntlet. The thing is, it's just like the runs are boring, which is why it's just like I didn't do too much of those. They're all the same thing, and then I died entirely. Have you tried getting good? Yes. But it's like, you gotta remember that if I get to the 3rd area, I'm probably gonna die against one of the bosses there because I have a lot less experience fighting them. And that's if I got to the 3rd area, even. Because that's still a big ask of how it works. Yeah, it's like I like the idea of the gauntlet and everything, but it is very unforgiving. You do not really get any good. You don't really get any let there or anything like that. Really make sure that it's and yeah, there's no like practice mode or anything like that against the bosses so that you can actually get to them, which is kind of frustrating with that. Whatever, we still got the old Losty boy here, right? You love him. You love him. You love this guy, right? Yeah, you do. And he's already dead. It's very unforgiving. I don't even know that it made that movie at that point in time. Wouldn't he have been like 83 years old? Probably. That's probably exactly what it is. We could always just go back to doing mapping game again, if you want to see more mapping, perhaps. There's still a lot of mapping to be done. If that's really what you would be interested in. I don't know, I'm kind of considering it. Because, well, you know, there is still a lot of mapping to do, and we are coming up on the 1st hour here. You know, that sort of thing. Oh, thought I'd do an informal poll of the chat here, right? Whatever. Let's see how these runs go, I suppose, right? I want to get somewhere with Tainted Lost eventually, right? And I mean, technically I have, but not nearly as much. Could do some more side quests. Side quests for what? I mean, I don't know where to get any of the items in Middens, though, is the thing. So trying to figure out how to do the side quests is kind of pointless. I mean, honestly, I'll take this, but not even because I think it's particularly good. Do Fallout. That's always fun. Yeah, but Fallout doesn't really have, like, progress to be made there. It's not like by playing Fallout I'll be able to finish up any one of the series or anything that I'm doing. Unlike Middens, which would be... Which is something that's been on the... Yeah, okay. Something that's been on the list for a while. And the Van Buren tech demo? No. I'm not going to do that because it's a tech demo. It's not a game. If they wanted me to play the entire game, they should have made it a game and not just a tech demo. I thought that was obvious how that should work. Besides, I already played Fallout 3. It's just like I played the real tech demo. Really now. Or gamble. No gambling. Only punching. That's what I do here. GVA games? No. If you want me to play a GVA game, you know how to do it. Pay all of your channel points for it. And then tell me to do it on stream. Of course. It's just like you do actually need to specify that. Otherwise, I'll probably do it off stream. You know, like I did as video series. But it's like, you know how to make that happen. I don't even know which GVA game would you want. Expedition 33? Never have heard of that. What is it? There you are. Didn't Keeper of Them Domes get some updates? Yeah. Several, in fact, since I last played it. Quite a few. Not an insignificant amount, but I've already finished with that series. That series is done. 100% totally and completely completed. Expedition 33 is a AAA turn-based game? Is it? I've never actually heard of it before. Not even familiar at all. Just keep going. Oh, Pokemon, obviously. The only GBA game. I do have Pokemon Fire Red, if you want that one. But I mean, like, you know. Do you?
Holy cow.
Man, really gotta go do the entire fight again? Well, at least I have faster fire rate, I suppose. Come on now. Not sure if it's AAA or not, but it looks gorgeous. I'll have to look into it at least to see what it is. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it, though. Of course, I still have plenty of other games that I need to be playing right now, even. This is obviously not one of those, which is why I was kind of talking about that. Inspired by JRPGs, but it's French. I don't know. I've played games that are inspired by Japanese games made by the French before. I don't know. Do you think they were any good, really? I am, of course, talking about Flashback. Most anticipated game of 2025. I'll have to take a look. At least see what the deal is, right? Because it is something I am interested in. But like also, I don't know. Flashback was great. The second guy didn't like it. Second guy was just like, it doesn't play nearly as good as Mario. And I'm like, they're different games. And he's like, that doesn't matter. Every game should be Mario if it's a platformer. And he's right, but for different reasons. Bro. What can I tell you? He has a point. I mean, yeah, he has a point, but it's just like it's not meant to be that kind of game. That's the whole thing. It's just like they didn't make the game like Mario because they weren't making Mario. Alright, then get all up in on that. Okay, what else we got here? And as much as it's good to have like the homing and everything, it's not like that's really gonna be the thing I think that makes a difference with Old Tainto Lost. No, I already feel myself fading away. About to die here, right? It is not looking good. Right. And there's, of course, you know, it's like off. Wait a second, that was actually Belgian. Francophone. Does that count? Anyway, what other French games have I played? Are the Clay games French? How do you feel how do you feel IR... I don't know. What's that the best choice there? How do you feel IRL has no impact on the game? What does that mean? Is off not French? I thought it was Belgian. But it was a Belgian guy. At least that's what I thought. How do you feel like you're going to die? Ah, yes, of course. Not great. Not a fan, to be honest. Mortality? No thumbs up. Is David Cage? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he is. Famously. Famously. Yeah, okay, yeah, and that is absolutely a game that was inspired by, actually, I don't know what it was inspired by. Who cares, really? We're talking about David Cage. Of course, that's really the obvious choice as far as comparisons go. French games inspired by Japanese ones. I mean, it was probably inspired by, like, Street Fighter or something, at least. I'll be back for that if I find another thing, right? David Cage, of course. Look, I know what you're referring to, of course. I remember Omicron, the nomad soul. Whatever this soul is, it ain't angry. I'll tell you that right now. Alright. And keep on trucking in the free world. Alright, come on, baby. No, don't run directly into me. That's shameful on my part. You ever played Life is Strange? I watched other people play it. It seemed, It seemed kind of, like, not that good. No. Dev is Belgian. I was right. Cool. Francophone. It's not good. I mean, they made it like a sequel, right? Called, like, True Colors or something. That has nothing to do with anything. It's just, I know that. I know that came out. Yeah, it didn't seem very good, to be honest. They made like 5 sequels. What? They did? Are you sure that wasn't just like an episodic thing? Could have just been an episodic thing. Come on, get rid of you right now. Played the first one, it's not that bad. I just remember that being, you know, like alternative to the Telltale game. Wow, jeez. 3 main. There was a third one? Was it any good? Good. Was it any good? Curse the Blind. That was a good thing to start out with. But hey, if I get like old... No. Well, I mean, I'll still use it. No. Give me an average story that's totally wild and has a sad twist. First one is an experience, is not much of a game. Well, I mean, none of the Telltale games were. Right? I mean, it's a choose your own adventure book, right? It's kind of like the selling point of it, you know? Good. An old random, tier spot right there, right? What was the third? Oh, what was the third one then? Where the third installment turned out good? Yeah, I don't know. Like Super Mario Brothers 3 might be a great example. Maybe. Could just be. Could just be. Half-Life 3? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is Half-Life Alyx, and that was pretty good, at least from what I heard. There we go. Well, it doesn't really matter, but still. BioShock Infinite was pretty good. Was it? The second one was all about people in Washington State were racist. And what did Washington have to say about that? I was a hello evening to you as well. We're talking about Life is Strange for some reason. I didn't know they made 2 sequels to it. I thought they only made the one, and maybe like a spin-off or 2 or whatever. I think there was one that was like a VR game or something that I remember people were saying, it's pretty good. It's pretty all right. Was that a VR one? I don't even know. Oh yeah, Witcher 3 also definitely an obvious choice there too. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of good games. Remember like Mega Man 3, for example? That's a great one. Both the EXE series and the main series are some of my favorites. It's like I can go through every game, the third entry to every game, and tell you like my opinion on it. Legend of Zelda, you kids liked Link to the Past, right? Of course you did. Castlevania 3 is my favorite Castlevania. Third one you played as a radio DJ. You played as Three Dog. From that. Also, Fallout 3 was pretty good. Speaking of that again. I mean, is it what I would have wanted out of Fallout 3? No. Is that a bad thing? No. Persona 3? I don't know. Did the game just crash on me? No. I don't know. It's been too long. I haven't played Persona 3 since 2008. So, like, I don't know if it was really necessarily better. You know? Yeah, Metroid 3, another good choice there. Super Metroid. A good one. What's your take on Witcher 3? I finished Witcher 1 and 2 and then never played Witcher 3. I back in like 2018 or something, I bought them all 3 as a pack, and I played 1 and 2, had a great time, but never actually played 3. So I got nothing. Well, actually no, I didn't never play 3. I played about like 20 minutes of 3. I think I beat like the Griffin, whatever the first boss was of the game. Hitman 3, I mean, that's not really the third game in the series now, is it? That's like the 17th game in the series. You could technically make that case for like Mario as well, but Super Mario Brothers I would consider to be kind of different than Donkey Kong for the most part. And Mario Brothers. So, oh yeah, Street Fighter 3. I mean, hell, not even Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is one of the genre-defining games. That's the third Street Fighter 3. You know. Dark Souls 3 was fine. I don't know. Dark Souls as a series is just entirely... It has a lot of really uneven stuff about it. The first game was only half finished. The second game, you know, had a lot of like weird design choices. Third game was too much like the first game. Was great at Evo. I mean, it's great at Evo every year, isn't it? Tekken 3, I'm not super familiar with Tekken. I barely know anything about Tekken, to be honest. Third strike. The third 3. It's like, take that how you will. They change how lemon work. But whatever. Apparently you throw it now. DS3. I mean, it's fine. I don't know. I don't like how they went with more with the Bloodborne formula though. It's like Dark Souls is. Yeah. I feel like it should be a different game. You know, that not everything needs to be Bloodborne. Bloodborne was Bloodborne. I never played any of the Halo games. I know nothing about the Halo games, much less which are the good ones and which are the bad ones. There's like, it goes like Halo 1, 2, 3. I think they made a 4th one, and then there was like original soundtrack or something, which is like a squad shooter, right? Isn't that movie about Liam Neeson looking for his daughter? Man, remember when that was like the movie? I swear that for a few years there, that was the only movie people talked about. They were so enamored with Liam Neeson and his daughter being Tekken. Halo ranking 2, 1, 3, and the rest don't matter. What about original soundtrack? I thought people liked that one. There's 1,000 sequels. I thought it was just like Halo 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, man, I'm not even gonna bother with that one. I don't even like it. Oh, Crack the Sky. That one guy's favorite item in the game. I love Halo 4. Okay, so they didn't make a Halo 4. I thought I remembered that. Halo is an all stats up and a full heal. I don't think it's a full heal. I think it's just a heals 2 red hearts, as anything that gives you extra health does. I don't like Sacred Heart is a full heal. Doom 64 is great and is the real Doom 3. It is not. Come on now. Look, I owned an N64. I got it when it first came out. And I gotta say that it's just like, we gotta stop lionizing the N64. It wasn't that good. I'll say it. I'll say it right now. I'll say it again. Even. Yeah, you know what? Take care of that right now. Blasphemy. I owned an... How did you own an N64 in its heyday? Because I did. I had the golden controller that you could only get from Target. With it. I paid the $19.95 $150 for it. Not for the entire thing, not for like the controller. That would be silly. I didn't. I played like 2 games on it. Yeah, exactly. So did everybody. It's like you played, you know, the Nintendo games. You played maybe the Rare games. And then maybe you rented like Buck Bumble or something. Or like Chameleon Twist. I despise Donkey Kong Country as a series. What? Now that I'm going to disagree with you with. As far as hot takes go, that one I cannot agree with you on. Gex 64. I played Gex 64. That was one of the few things that actually required the like a back of controller memory pack to save, and it wasn't good. But I played it. 64 is the 3rd one that came out. Wait, which one? Say Gex. Shut up. Shut up, Chip Cheesem. What was I doing here? Launch year 64 went for Bass Pro Fishing 64 for a while. I think that was maybe like a game I rented once. I don't remember. Yeah, I really do not remember. It's been a while. Blasphemous is so good. I played both of them. You can find the full series on the channel. Yeah. If you're including like the 4-hour me trying to get the true ending of Blasphemous 2. Stream. What a stream! Turok. I never played Turok actually. I mean, I know a lot of people got like good feelings about Turok. I never ended up playing it, so yeah. Like I said, I played like all the Nintendo games, most of them, and then Rare. Perfect Dark is Rare, and then the Rareware games. I owned GoldenEye 64. Like, you know, did all of it. Turok was budget GoldenEye. Yeah, well, I had full. Well, then I guess it doesn't really matter that I didn't see it because I had full price GoldenEye, which is to say GoldenEye. Oh yeah, I guess there was also like Bomberman 64, which is actually pretty ballin'. And then Second Attack, which was okay. And Bomberman Hero, which was weird but had a good soundtrack. Was Banjo-Tooie Rare? Yes, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are both Rareware. Also, Blast Corps, Donkey Kong 64, GoldenEye, both GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. What else? Trying to remember. Did they Conquer? Conquer's Bad Fur Day. What else? Played Blasphemous 2 before 1? No, I played Blasphemous 1. Diddy Kong Racing? Yeah, that was another one. What else? I don't remember if they made anything else with Constantine. I don't remember. But it's like those all great games. Here, what do you got? I'll just take something randomly. Perfect. I love that. Give it to me. Give me. Sinanai. Ugh. Can't compare Blasphemous 1 and 2. I can, and I will. I did. I mean, yeah. Bomberman 64 is like a really good, really creative way of a really good puzzle game that also, you know, did like have action aspects and everything to it as well. Every one of which was done in a really good way. Bomberman Second Attack, though, was kind of a step backwards, but that's the Bomberman series in its entirety. Sort of a one step forward, 2 steps back, unfortunately. And it's too bad because I really like that series, but it's just like, man. Couldn't even have like scrolling and whatnot, and all the like, and Pommy is a gimmick. All the elemental bombs are just stupid gimmicks. They're basically used as keys for most things. It's a shame, really. Multiplayer on Bomberman. The problem though was that you didn't have like the full 360 turning. You only had 8 directions, so it was actually really easy to like dodge around bombs and stuff like that. Even though, yeah, I played a ton of. I forgot that it spawns enemies. Even though it has like a ton of good stuff, I got a ton of like time out of it. It's like ultimately, I think that as a multiplayer experience, it was kind of lacking, which is too bad because it's really good, but like, you know. It's like either you need to have the full only 4 directional bombs and everything that they did in the original Bomberman, or you got to commit to like full 360-degree turning and everything like that. What's that timer? That's a timer until I die. From Cyanide. It's bad, in other words. Are you dying in 1 hit? Yes. Hence why I have no health. That's the gimmick of this character. The die in 1 hit. My sister put a controller through the window. Yeah, that sounds about right. Painted Lost, baby. It's a bad character. Technically supposed to get better items, but the item I got was the Skizors, which is a bad item. Anyway, yeah, the timer is for specifically, like I said, Cyanide. What it does is it gives you a pretty massive all stats up, but then you die in 60 seconds. Unless you take another pill. But it does also increase pill drops, so it's not the worst, but you gotta be quick. And I have died due to running out of time before, so, you know, take that how you will. It's not like that's a really easy thing to trivially take care of. I said better items, not good items. I feel like they didn't try I feel like Eggman McMuffin didn't try very hard when it came to good items. Could have been a lot more, you know, put on the table there. As far as effort to make good items. The quality ratings are kind of nonsense after all. Isn't like Serpent's Kiss still considered a quality 4 item? And it's like, come on now. You know it's not anymore. Not since you got rid of the Demon Hearts thing. Interesting. But Eggman hates you. Yeah, I know. Eggman hates people who have fun with his game. Which is why he's very particular about the things that he both buffs and nerfs. Which is frustrating in how that works, right? And... Yep. Come on. Deal with this sort of nonsense easy enough. Ghost v. Ghost. Any new games coming out? Are there any new games specifically? I don't know. I mean, pretty much every time anybody asks me, it's just like if there's anything that you're looking at. I always just think it's just like, you know what? What do you got? What do you got? What are you looking forward to? Let me know. Oh boy. For old Tainto Lost, this is not good. A poor showing. Yeah, what is coming out recently that might pique my interest? Because I actually don't know. I mean, we did get the Expedition 33, which, again, I'm going to go check out, but... Eesh. New Monster Hunter game, old Monhun, still at it. Hot ghost-on-ghost action. And especially all those times that I died to fire. Very hot. Get out of here. Stupid tiny blobs of meat. Okay. Yeah, it's like I don't really know. They're making like a new Mario and Luigi game. I'm probably not going to play it because wait, is that going to be on the Switch? I do have a Switch now, don't I? Well, there's that. But like I don't know. I want to see like how other people react to that first. Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. I've never heard of that game either. I assume it's some sort of gambling-based dungeon game. Hades 2. I mean, Hades 2 is already out, right? I guess I'm just waiting for, like, whatever the updates for that. You play after the patches? Generally not. More often than not, I end up just kind of playing, More often than not, I end up just kind of like playing whatever it is when I play it, and then never again afterwards. Alright, let's get these characters on here. Yeah, get over here. Get over here to make this easy on me. Hey, unless it's Noita. Well, Noita, I actually haven't played Noita since its updates came out, so it just goes to show you how wrong you are. Anything else? Anything else happening as of recent? I really cannot think of anything. There's nothing coming up. New Mullins game in 1 to 2 years? Yeah, but that's like a question mark. Might as well be saying Silk Song or something, right? A game that doesn't exist. Frankly, until I have it in my hands, the game does not exist. New Metroid Prime game. I would also say again another one of the. Wait, did we have like a definitive date on that yet? Also, I haven't played any Metroid Prime games past the first one, so like I got enough to catch up on as far as that series goes. You know, entirely. What do you got?
Spider unboxing.
Mm-hmm. Good. Man, nothing. I mean, yeah, spiders, but who cares about the spiders? Civilization 4 or 6 stories from Soul and Angeline era. I am not even familiar. Can't say that I know anything. I mean, I know what Civilization is. I've never played any of those games, but I know what they are. Yeah. I do have 4X games to be playing after all, don't I? Oof. New Doom game eventually? They're making a new Doom game? I thought they already made all the Doom games. They made Doom and Doom 2. Hell on Earth. What more do you need? Games that I bought on big sale. Cyberpunk. How you liking Cyberpunk? DMC5, which is a game that I need to play still at some point. But computer just was not running it. I tried playing it, and it's just like it ran so poorly that people were just like, nope, it ain't gonna work. All right, okay. Hey, be careful here. And come on, hit it. There you go. Oh, man. Now, Liza P. Have played that game. Witcher 3, I mean, I have that game. I haven't played it yet. And Dark Souls 3. Have that game too. Already played it. Never did so for the channel or anything, but did play it on my... Really? Cyberpunk is really good now. Is it really good? Or did they just fix out the stuff? Like, how good is it? Is really what I'm curious. You look so polished. Yeah, but is it good? Putting that cat head above your head too long. Lost. Somebody else. Corroborate. Is Cyberpunk good now? That's what they said about Fallout 76. It's Fallout 3 quality. Okay, so you know what? Fallout 3 is pretty good. It's a good game. All right, so like, you know, good, but it's not quite what you would want. But like, it's not bad. I mean, as long as it's not somehow, I don't know, like hugely referencing old games. That was my major gripe with Fallout 3 after all. Endgame Cyberpunk and Start Cyberpunk feel like different games. It overstays its welcome a bit. Whatever. That's not a big deal. I just in recent memory, I did just finish, you know, why can't I remember the name? Yeah.
Skip card.
Did just finish Void Stranger. My God. Okay, I got it. I got there eventually. Don't worry. I just had to take a couple detours. Oh, Overstays welcome. Early game got a lot of... Okay, so, well, hey, we were just talking about the Omicron. Old Nomad Soul. It's just like... I feel like that is... Is there any game that has like that much polish early on and then falls off so quickly? I struggle to think of some. DLC, I didn't even know it had DLC. I mean, it would be too much of a time commitment. I got some big RPGs, big RPGs that I'm planning to be playing at some point anyway. Whether it's stuff that I gotta play or stuff that I just want to play. Still gotta finish up the Fallout series, for God's sake. So it's like, I'm not gonna be checking that one out anytime soon unless people are forcing me to, basically. Here's pretty much what I'm looking at. It's a large game. I'm telling you, anytime it's a large game, unless it's like Persona 5, which is large for bad reasons, it's like I'll figure out a way to cut it down quite a bit if I were to end up doing a series on it. If PC couldn't run DMC5, it wouldn't run Cyberpunk. Okay, well, then I guess that makes my choice for him. He doesn't now. Right. Well. I mean, I wasn't really planning to play it anytime soon anyway. Yeesh. I don't know if I'm going to survive this one. I want to finish Disco Elysium, but it's so slow. SMT5? I mean, I do like the SMT series, but like, well, the Mega 10 series. Not like I only played the Shin Megami Tensei. But I don't know. It's just like I haven't really played any of the modern ones. I've only ever played the OGs. Come on, Oh, do you want to see play Baldur's Gate 3? I mean, there is the video on the channel if you want to see that part where I was playing it with Second Guy. Which I decided not to do a full series on because it was going to be too long anyway. So, I mean, you could watch that or watch it again if you've already seen it. I don't think I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3. Must have missed it. I mean, it was unlisted. I don't even know why I bothered with that, but I did. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 video? I did. It's unlisted. Like I said, that was only for the people on like the Discord, I suppose, who were watching that. Either Beholder or Spelljammers. I'd probably be more interested in those games, I feel like, than Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, it feels like, does at least capture a lot of the same sort of stylings as the OG, the original Baldur's Gate games, though. The old Black Isle ones. another series that was sold to a completely different studio. Stop being a hipster. Never! Absolutely not. Who do you think you're talking to? Not good. Stop being a hipster. I'm playing Binding of Isaac in 2024. It's career suicide. Anything, nothing. There we go. Well, at least I took care of that then. Secret Speakeasy uploads and crap. Yeah, well, you know, the reason why I do it like that is because they're bad. Like, it's not like, oh, he's putting all the premium, he's making all the premium content secret. It's like, no, it's bad. That's why it's not up on the channel. That's why, like, Endo Finera is an unlisted videos. Not because they are good, because they're bad. Alright. Like, it's not where you don't hide good quality content, right? And almost done. Egg. Bad to who? Let the people decide. What do you want me to just go put that one up public? Well, the problem is that if I put that up public, then I have to do the series because I don't leave any series undone. So it's just like that has to stay secretive forever. Because otherwise I have to actually do a Baldur's Gate 3 video, or the series, or at least a Baldur's Gate 3 video, if not an entire series. That's how it works, you know. Everything on my channel is... I bet this Isaac run won't be uploaded? Yeah, why would it? There's nothing of interest that has happened in this stream so far. At least as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, what do you got? I mean, well, what do you got? I can see clearly what's inside there. Yes and yes. Well, you know, it's like, you know, you would need to, once again, if you want me to play a game, you know how to do it. I make it very clear. I make it very obvious. It's in the channel point rewards right there. At any point in time, you could just be like, we'll do Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever. Right? You could do it. You probably have the points or whatever. If you want to force me to play that, I own that game, so I would need to do it. Hey, I can do that. I can do that. And get rid of a little bit of you. So make your choice. It's like I give everyone here so many. I've been sitting on 50k-ish points for 2 years now. All I gotta do is just wait until I either finish up with the current series or pay money. There's a monetary value that you can give me as well. And that also gets you priority too. It's a great deal. Or you can just wait until the current series are over. I mean, you know, whichever one. Whichever one you want, chat. Whichever one. And hey, I'll be taking that. I'll be taking that one. You know how much it is. There you go. Deal with that one right now. And what do you got, Satan? Sure. Sounds good to me. I clearly don't. Well, you'll have to figure it out then. That's part of the test. If you can't figure that one out, then you don't deserve to have a series done. All right. You'll just have to wait. Because bad shops are real too. Truly they are. It's 50 if I remember. I mean, it can be however much you want. Just keep going until I say you're good. Right? I think that's a fair way to do it. Okay, I'll get you. Get a little bit of that, then get a little bit of that. I mean, I actually still do have my Tree Fitty. Hey, if you gave me 350 subs, yes, I will do a series for you in that case. Actually, you know, I can go in here. Never mind. I'm out of here, baby. Forget this. So there you go. It's like, hey, you can even go and get the first episode, right? Like, look, if you were to buy a Baldur's Gate 3 series, you would even get the first episode right now. Right now. No waiting. It's right here. Although it might not be in the format that you want it to be. I don't know. It depends. What sort of format would you expect a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough to take? Casual playthrough co-op, because that's what it is. That's all you would get. Okay. Let's keep on trucking in the free world. All right. And one more there. There we go. I hate these things. Oh boy, it's King Worm, which I guess is better than the one that I had, so that's something. Whoop. Whoop, 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 as they say. And one more. Okay. Hey, nice. What do you got? Fantastic. Thank you, Satan. Okay, well, at least I can use it to hit stuff, right? Not really the most good, but I'll take whatever at this point, right? Hey, I can't wait. They still took the bomb. Ridiculous. And you too, and you. Now then, now that this is a first-person shooter type of experience. Yeah. Oh, gonna head to bed. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this terrible stream. It's a truly awful, horrendous stream. Oh, good. All right, you know what? Let's just reset that one. I don't like getting these worms. Yeah, worms. The worm selection was not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. Gonna need something a little bit better. Right. And there you go. Why is it doing that when I click the emotes? I don't know. Twitch doesn't like that emote. I only enjoy traditional ones like Smile and occasionally D:. Kinda like D:. Alright, and there you go. But that's really like, I mean, it's like, what other emotes do you need, really? When you think about it. No, I'm keeping what I got here. Yeah. Aye, I say. And you, and you, and you, and I mean, I'm actually gonna keep the. No, we're definitely gonna be keeping this particular thing instead. And you, as much as, you know, 10 luck would be good, I don't think it's worth. Dying for that. Anyway, dying in a single hit. Really? Good. And there we go. I hate those guys. Anyway, should have one more character around here somewhere, right? And by character, I mean treasure room. I'm looking for those, of course, more than anything else. It's good enough as far as I'm concerned. I'm not really going to say that it's just like this is exactly what I was looking for, but I'm also not going to say that I'm going to turn it down. Anything that gives me a little bit of that is going to be appreciated. Not a terrible run thus far. Pretty impressed with the selection and everything that I'm getting here. Also, still worried. Good. There we go. And although that even gets hit, it's just like doesn't even matter. All right. And that is the perfect time to go and pick to go and use my card if I'm getting more than one here. Hey. Ugh. Good. One more. Well, first hit of the run there, but hey, probably won't be the last. You know, that too. Okay. Come on, baby. We got a good run going. Don't want to throw it away doing something stupid. Though it would be pretty funny, I'm just going to say. I don't think the cost would be good enough for the funny joke. People pay walling beds. Can't even believe it. How could you do such a thing? Yeah, give me a different look. Can't get rid of the big eyeball, can I? Good. And I mean, once again, it is, you know, more or less a better item, so still not good enough, but it is still more or less a better item, I guess. Well, that's why it's at least worth going into those places, right? The old crawl spaces if you can. If you got them coming to you. Yeah, Tech 2. Sure. Unfortunately, that means that it's just, all right, well, looks like it's probably going to be better if I don't end up using that with Tech 2 then. Which, you know, that's fine. It's not like Tech 2 is something super... Wait, I didn't actually go into the secret room. I opened it up and didn't even walk in there. Good. I sure do love seeing Cursed Skull. It's my favorite. Get rid of them. You too. We can keep doing this forever. Oh, Binding of Isaac, especially these runs. Aren't they just so fun? Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Didn't get hit yet. Still got my sweet card working for me, right? Knife, same thing. Okay. 2 more. Whoa, man. That's a frightening room. What's the deal with that? Still, though. Still alive. Can't say I'm not, at least yet. There's the maze. Yeah, we're good. Oh boy. Making them sounds that you love hearing from the Wiggly's mansion. At least the sheer amount of
Puzzle piece.
sheer amount of DPS that I have right now is pretty good. Are you alive or are you a video games playing AI? I'm a video games playing AI. I thought that was clear. Does it seem like I'm alive? I ask of ye. Ugh, I don't like that. I mean, are you a viewer AI? A real person or merely someone who's just pretending? You ever think about that for yourself? Because I don't think you have an answer, chat. I don't think you want an answer. Nothing. Every time his internet goes down, it's just code breaking. Yeah, that's right. Code breakers. Just like the website where you can get all the sick video game cheats that your heart desires. I don't like that tiny one. Tiny one is scary. Johnny 5 is alive. Ah. It does take a strong man to cook a tender chicken. What was that? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that movie was bad. You know what? Another hot take. Another one of the Dr. Inferno Fireman patented hot takes. What was that movie even called? I can't remember. Bad. Bro. Bruh. Well, Hey, baby, that's how it works here in Isaactown. You know it. Short Circuit. Thank you. It's a bad movie. Excellent. I made flies shit. Truly, this is a day to be remembered. All right. That was definitely one of those movies that was on like all the time. The first one was okay. Was it though? Chad, I really gotta ask you. Oh my god. Was the first... I want to hear your takes on the... I mean, it's like, of course there were multiple of those movies, but it's like, why would they make multiple of those movies? Really? But it's 80s bad. We shouldn't be lionizing the 80s just because it's old. Come on, we should have better and higher standards for movies, regardless of the era that they came out in. Just because we can understand that perhaps storytelling has evolved over time and everything like that, as well as like tastes in movies and everything. There are still plenty of movies that are old and still quite good. One of those is not that movie. Is not the Shortened Circuit. You can watch 100 different movies that are much better. It's not bad like Mannequin, but Mannequin's great. How can you dislike a magical necklace that when put on a mannequin turns them into, wasn't it like Molly Ringwald or something? How can you hate that, chat? I cannot believe that we are disparaging. It was not Molly. Who was it then? I really do not remember. It's been and how can you not like a movie title like Mannequin 2 On the Move, which I think should be hallowed in the halls of like The Squeakquel and Electric Boogaloo, because it's a mannequin and it's moving. In fact, it's moving so good. It's moving so much that it's on the move. Good. Again. Sure do like a getting killed as soon as I enter a room. Very nice. It was Kim Cattrall. Oh yeah, it was Kim Cattrall. That's true. You know what? Fair enough. I should have remembered that. Famously. All right. Come on, baby. I had to look it up. I mean, I think that's fair. Do you really think that anybody else watching this right now would even if they knew, would even put in the effort to type in the correct name of the actress who played the mannequin in Mannequin? Splash is better. I only know of Splash. I never actually saw it. Wasn't that bad? Wasn't that a bad movie? I definitely remember that one being bad. Get out of here, you. You're making this very frustrating for me, having to go around here and do all this. Dr. Inferno Firebird calls all of your favorite movies from the 80s bad and is completely unrepentant about it. It has Tom Hanks. Am I thinking of Overboard? Maybe I'm thinking of that movie. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's probably bad too. Look, as the only person in here from the 80s, I feel like I should be able to have the last say on that point. Okay. Overboard has Kurt Russell. Oh, wow, jeez. I haven't thought about that guy in a while. Why wasn't he in Taken? That's what I ask you. right, bag him down. I was born in the 70s. Well, that ain't the 80s now, is it? Hence why we're having this sort of conversation. Doc impresses me. He plays Dead Cells despite being incredibly old. Incredibly old. You wouldn't believe how old these bones are. Little do you know that I'm like one of those. Well, maybe I'm like one of those elderly people that walks through the mall every morning or something. Keep myself active and whatnot. What if that was the case? Then what? I was born in the 80s. I don't know. Let's see your birth certificate. I was like 5 when the 80s started. So yeah, it's like, see? Not even there. You were only 5 years old. You weren't even old enough to go see Wall Street and start making go-go 80s jokes. Paralysis. Just say it. Say it, narrator man. I bet he's a branch of wop. Yeah. Get rid of all this. Man, I hate this character. And I had a good run going too. It's in the other room and I'm too lazy to get it. Yeah, see, I told you. Even if anybody knew the answer, they wouldn't even bother picking up the keyboard to say it. I saw that at the last second. Man, Dead Cells requires fast reaction time. Or it requires the sort of aged reaction time that like only the sort of experience that only age can bring. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I mean, this is Tainted Lost. It's like it's kind of its whole thing. It is kind of the whole thing that this thing does. And I call the Tainted Lost a thing. I don't recognize it as being human. Are ghosts human? No, they're ghosts, right? And look, you're going to see, apparently not in 2 days, but another like 2 weeks past that, a lot more of Dead Cells from me. I'll show you. Man, I can't believe I have that much more time than I thought to play. All right, before I'm going to be focusing on that. Well, what am I going to do then? I guess I could just... Okay, what if for the next like 2 weeks, it's just like all of the series that I have yet to finish, I am now going to be like really like, okay, we're doing it, baby. All of them. That'd be a fun like couple weeks. Yeah. But the only thing is, though, it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to like do good content now. I don't know if I just want to be like, all right, now I'm going to record Icy for 8 hours in a day. I mean, it's only 14 games. That's a 1 game a day, baby. It's really not, because it's not actually 14 days. Wait, if I started today, it would be 14 days. Well, actually, no, it's not 14. It's not 14 games because Middens is a stream series. I've been doing for a while. And like Death's Gambit is not actually. That's another thing. Focus on quality. Don't talk about moves. But how am I going to focus on quality though? If I'm too busy thinking about not talking about moves. I mean, besides, I would actually say that. You know, to call myself out there, that's something of a tautology, because it's like quality moves are not quality. So like, what was I even thinking when I said that? Right? It's like if I'm focusing on quality, I'm already not talking about moves. Oh boy. At least that's how it should go, right? Ah, I knew I was going to get hit there. There's a lot of moob talk in the chat around that time. I don't necessarily need to read chat. Just because I do, that doesn't mean that I was forced to. It's the final countdown to just like the final update of Dead Cells. We're gonna clear house, do all of the series that I've been meaning to do, but I have not done. Oh, look at Tiny Torn photo. Maybe I will. Maybe I will just like see if I can. I've been working on a lot of different things as of late. I can probably make that work, right? One entire game a day? Well, I mean, it can just be like one new series a day until all the series are finished. That'd be something. Yeah, but it's like I want to figure out how to actually like... I'm trying to do like not just play a video game and try to like actually make it better than that, but that's hard to do. Like, you know, it's not so easy to just be like, hey, I'm gonna... Oh my god. I'm try to actually come up with decent commentary for this one, considering it's just like, sometimes there's games with a lot of downtime. I'll figure out something. Why are y'all talking about moves so much anyway? What's up with that? Close, but I am alive. I'm like Johnny Five in there. Okay. Corn kernel. Not a fan. I don't remember why, just that it was happening. I mean, I just... Like, look, as a man with moves, it's just like, I'm sure I probably have... I talk about it all the time. Right? Look, hardly a day goes by when we're not at least speaking a little bit about my Big Daddy Milkers, right? So I'm sure that it was probably... really, my fault in some way. Come on, baby. I've never seen these enemies. What's going on? It's Fiend Folio, baby. There's going to be a lot of new enemies in here. Gonna be having an update to Fiend Folio soon enough, too. Well, soon enough. They like, the trailer literally said coming eventually. Might as well just say, like, I don't know, maybe. Additional memory. That's cute. But also silly. Nah. I say. Fiend Folio. It's fiendishly folio. I mean, well, it's called the Fiend Folio. It makes sense that it's going to have a lot of different new enemies in it. You know, much like the game that it's... Or the game book that it was based on, of course. All right, what do you got? It's not going to help me, unfortunately. Thanks, man. No Eldritch Horrors. Yeah, like the Floomp or whatever it's called. I mean, what good is a... Hey. Is a... I actually don't really remember. It's like, what? Damn it. What'd they even introduce in the Fiend Folio? I'm not even like all that familiar, to be honest. Ugh. I mean, I know of it. Good. Like, what are the famous additions? Also, just having fun bouncing on that thing. That's because it's sending me to the same room, which means it doesn't actually send me anywhere, unfortunately. As much as I would really like if I had a more useful portal than that. That's where Mind Flayers. Oh, is it really? That was really the first appearance of the Illithid, of which, you know, hey, if you played that Baldur's Gate 3, they sure do appear in it. Which is weird. You got their badass flying super, like, fortress. What a stupid thing. Alright. And no. Also, Beholders. Really? I thought Beholders were an original one. Oh, it was like Monster Manuel sort of style of thing. No, I guess not. I mean, it's like, how would I know? Am I really that much of a... I'm not even a... I'm hardly any sort of gamer as related to tabletop games. Tabletop. The only table that I need is one to put my computer on, so I can play video games there. Or games on there. Like, what more do you need? Get out of here. Stupid heads. That might have been Monster Manuel. It might. I don't know. I feel like that was like one of the OG ones, but... I say. Get rid of these guys. I'm glad I can mostly outrange them. It makes this at least a little bit easier. What if I do this? I haven't done anything D&D-ish in 30 years. Yeah, I mean, it's like I've never done anything D&D-ish. Well, I mean, I've done D&D-ish things. I play NetHack is like my favorite game. So yeah, it's like I am familiar of it in that sense. But that's like Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition. Oh boy, I can turn into the Lost. Strange how that works. I mean, I guess it does actually give me... I guess that does... Now that I look at it, that did actually give me a Holy Mantle. So there's that stuff. Yeah, no, I never played any tabletop RPGs. You know, yeah. The whole thing about... antisocial, right? It's me, your antisocial. Right, I forgot how fast those things shoot out of there. Played a lot of Cyberpunk and Star Wars. I mean, it makes sense that they would make a Star Wars one. I didn't actually know that there was like a specific... Would have thought that would have been like some sort of a branch-off book, whatever they're called, of like a more popular RPG rather than being specifically something by itself. But also at the same time, I am really unfamiliar with most... Good. I'm really unfamiliar with most tabletop RPGs. I really don't know anything about them. Oh, God. Come on, at least I don't think I'm going to get another good run here. I mean, I suppose that's fair. We are coming up on about 2 hours here, which is, as always, kind of where I'm stopping most everything anyway, right? Ugh. 2 hours of stream time is good enough, right? Yeah. At least that's what I'd like to think. But also at the same time, that's still like 30 more runs using Tainted Lost, right? So many more that you can do. 12 hours of stream time. Unless we're doing Noit again. I don't think so. Hey, unless you want to do Middens. Hey, like I said, we can do the old house clearing for the next couple weeks as I'm trying to finish everything. All right. Nothing good. Mibbins. That's kind of what I've been doing a lot for. But also at the same time, it's like, hey, it's already done the 2 hours. It's just like, we're really going to do another 2 hours of Middens. Middens is very cerebral. Yeah, no, you can't talk or anything during that. Has to be entirely, the audience has to be entirely silent as I try to understand what I'm even supposed to be doing. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, good. Couldn't even back out of there now, could I? If I die here, you know, if I die one more time, that's going to be the ball game as far as I'm concerned. I think I have done enough enough streaming, at least with old Tainto, this guy here. Well, his shot speed is not anything even important. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea how far I am even in Middens right now. Presumably, it's like as I complete the map, I will have more of an idea of where I might be going, or like what I want to do in that game. Like there's got to be some sort of objective, right? That like makes itself apparent at some point. I feel like I would have been informed already if Middens is just a like wander around and there's no actual purpose to anything. Like I would have already known that one, right? Maybe not though. Should I? Maybe I should go look up to see if Middens actually has an. Well, you know what? Here, let's say map. Yeah, I think best way to do it is probably when the map is complete, I'll consider that game finished. How about that? I think that's a fair. I don't know if Middens actually has an ending, but I feel like that's a fair ending to that as a series, right? I don't like. How else would you do that? How else would you consider that to be? Thanks, Greg. You lasted 5 seconds here. Jeez. Does anybody know if Middens has an ending? Or objectives? Or anything? Whatever. It's just a map. We'll just focus on map. And the game will be finished eventually, right? Apparently it has a few. What? How? Is it like, wait, maybe it's just like based on what direction you go or something like that. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Based on collectibles? What collectibles are there in the game? Well, I guess at some point I'll have to try and figure out what that even means. Nothings? Nothing is what you get when you fight stuff. I think that's supposed to be like the money, sort of. Like, well, or more specifically, what it's doing is it's replacing the currency in replacing currency in the RPG Maker like language. But that doesn't explain how I would get an ending. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to complete the map and continue completing the map, and eventually something's going to make itself known. Maybe. With a game like that, it's hard to say. There are the larvae, yeah, but those are called vermis. Like I said, it's like you get nothing on defeating enemies. And I think that's whether enemies are hostile or not. I don't know. I got no idea what I am doing in that game. Usually you get more direction. I mean, I guess it's... I gotta come up with, like, how am I going to... I gotta figure out some sort of way that I can, like, quantify how to finish a game sometimes, right? Ah, really? Fine. I mean, the Vermis, though, are just like collectibles. There's sort of stuff that like give you healing and whatnot. Okay. Really thought that it would have been something along the lines of like not killing enemies or do kill enemies, but maybe that's just supposed to be the way they abstracted that, I guess. Who knows? What a confusing, what a baffling game. Alright, and finish that up right there. Perfect. And what do we got? I'll take you. Yeah, sure, the bombs could be pretty good, but I need like some sort of a consistent source of bombs more than anything else before I decide to take that. As opposed to just grabbing that for the sake of grabbing it. Check them out. What do you got? Interesting, but useless, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the only objective that you're really given in that game, at like any point in time, is kill stuff. And that's from a clearly evil character. Because they're a talking gun. I mean, I guess I could just kill stuff, because it's like, well, that is the only guidance that I have gotten thus far. But I don't want to do what the gun says. The gun's a jerk. I hate him. Use emoticons. Like, who uses emoticons these days? No, I would rather refuse. Keep it nice and clean as far as murder in Middens goes. Well, if I completely run out of anything else to do, it's just like I can just start murdering things after all, I suppose. One of the great things about how Middens works. Oh, come on now. Okay, well, fine. You know what? That is enough of streaming for today, I suppose. Kind of, once again, absolutely no progress, but you should be expecting that when it comes to either doing the Gauntlet or Tainted Lost.